Following some revelations from the recently launched IBB's book, Nigerians are actually supposed to be calling for the arrest of IBB, following the evil and the demonic things he did during the time that he was in power. I swear, that man's supposed to spend the rest of his life in prison. He's supposed to get severe consequences for those evil things. Nigerians say you annulled the June 12th election, where our fathers and our mothers stand for inside queue, then vote for the leader where they select, where they believe say this man's supposed to make Nigeria better. But because of your own selfish interests, and because you had more power then, you manipulated the law, you manipulated the people, you used power and influence to scatter everything to your own advantage. When we say the guy, they even called local for prison, which frustrated and even led to the buying of the man self. So after how many years now you can't tell us? And some people were busy clapping in the room. By now, they're not supposed to arrest you, may spend the rest of your old life for prison. But yeah, this is Nigeria, anything goes. This is Nigeria. Because if not a place like America now, I told you, okay, they go jail you. They go jail you, spend the rest of your life in prison. Yes. Yes. You be evil person. That number 2 said, but they even look all the people they did inside the room safe. I just they wish. You know, I see that video, the trend says, I just wish. I say, wait, God, why? God, why, how? I just wish that's what Samson do for Bible. If it just happen, me one person just do like this by mistake, me all the building your fault. Because 80% of the problem of Nigeria is that room habit. And guess what? This nonsense book, how much they generate for the book launch? Over 10 billion. And they generate for that book launch. A book launch of a book that contains atrocities, evil, abuse of power, abuse of influence, abuse of office. That's what that book contains. That book should not be celebrated by anybody. They're supposed to burn that book, say they're supposed to even burn them. Because what is the consequence for that nonsense it is? Against our people, against our development. Because yes, that thing took us back. Who knows maybe Abiola for turn Nigeria to Dubai? Who knows? But we'll not find out because they buy them. They frustrate them. Till buy. Now talking about the Igbos, I wasn't surprised. Why? Because I've seen videos already before. I've sat down before. I've watched the whole court section with the guys, the Igbo men that was interrogated then, the ones that were in the army. So I watched everything. So I was not surprised about that. You understand? And of course, if you are a smart person, you know that the gatekeepers of Nigerians, they don't want an Igbo man to rule. You know, I mean, they have their own reason, and me, I know they like put mouths for that type. When it concerns strife for politics, I know they won't put my mouth for inside where like that. You understand? So I'm not gonna go about the Igbo and the Igbo thing, the outside. But this part where IBB review for a book, my man's supposed to spend eternity for prison. That's it. But yeah, this is Nigeria. Because guess what? As there's no consequence for this, for what he did, right? Another person will come out tomorrow. They'll say 2020 something election too. Maybe na INEC will come out. Who knows? Who knows? But we are supposed to be calling for the arrest of IBB. We're supposed to be calling for the arrest. But it is what it is, Sha. In Nigeria, we did. You understand? He will be celebrated. Say it, don't come confess. They will celebrate him.
The revolution by former military president Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida after he acknowledged that the late MKO Abiola won the presidential election held on June 12, 1993. IBB's revelation came at the book launch of his autobiography, A Journey in Service, in Abuja on Thursday. Babangida annulled the June 12 election, sparking widespread protests and unrest in the country. But 3 decades after the annulment, during the review of his autobiography, former Vice President Yemi Osibajo read a section that shed light on the events surrounding the annulment.
Although I am on record to have stated after the elections that Abiola may not have won the elections, upon deeper reflection and a closer examination of all available facts, particularly the detailed election results, which are published as an appendix to this book, there was no doubt that MKO Abiola won the June 12th elections. Upon closer examination of the original collated figures from the 110 polling booths nationwide, it was clear that he satisfied the 2 main constitutional requirements for winning the presidential elections, mainly majority votes and geographical spread. Having obtained 8,128,720 votes against Tofa's 5,848,247 votes, and securing the mandatory 1/3 of the votes cast in 28 states of the Federation, including Abuja.
All right, reactions have trailed. Let me take this from characteristics. We wrote, better late than never. I was a very young teenager, not eligible to vote during the June 12, 1993 elections. And in my lifetime, I have never seen such a robust campaign that got the attention of the whole nation, both young and old. The jingles on radios and televisions for both the NRC and, of course, that of the SDP were top-notch. I still remember part of the jingle. Abiola na my manu, SDP na the party to solve all our problems for better tomorrow. SDP, Kingibe, Abiola, Abiola, progress. Oh, what a memory. Nigeria indeed lost an opportunity to advance, and generations lost an opportunity to see their nation compete in the Committee of Nations for years, all because of a leadership that couldn't look beyond its nostrils. Well, former military head of state Ibrahim Babangida on Thursday expressed regret over the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, describing it the most difficult period of his life.
As the leader of the military administration, I accept full responsibility for all decisions taken under my watch. And June 12 happened under my watch. Mistakes, oversights, and missteps happened in quick succession. But I say in my book, in all matters we acted in the supreme national interest so that Nigeria could survive. Our nation's march to democracy was interrupted, a fact that I deeply regret, but Nigeria survived, and democracy is still alive, a testament to our resilience and commitment to progress.
I must say I was very impressed by this. Rufai, you were there, but I'd like to just sum up the whole reaction before I come to you, Rufai. Well, during the review of the book launch, former Vice President Osibajo jokingly remarked that President Bola Ahmed TINUBU was now celebrating with his former tormentors. He recalled how TINUBU was a senator at the time, resisted the dissolution of the Senate under Sani Abacha following the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election.
And then, of course, there's a gentleman here who was an elected senator in 1992 in the course of Babangida's transition program. When Babangida annulled the 1993 election and General Abacha took over and dissolved the Senate, that senator tried to reconstitute the Senate in resistance to the dissolution. He was detained, charged to court. He escaped into exile. Today, he is also here to celebrate with his former tormentors. But as President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed TINUBU.
For me, that was the highlight of the evening. I mean, I was saying it's great that we can all laugh about this at this moment, but you know that room was filled with dignitaries at the moment, including, of course, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who chaired the occasion. Well, at that occasion, he told Ibrahim Babangida to expect good and bad and ugly reactions to his book.
I am anxious to read the book. One thing is absolutely sure. Reaction galore. Again, it will be good, bad, and ugly. But your duty must be due, and you have done it.
He has done it, right? Let me take more reactions. This is from Gimba, who wrote, and then came General Babangida's book launch. The political class is one big family. 35 years ago, some of the people in that Transcorp room didn't see eye to eye, and you would have sworn they would never get along. I don't know what you think about karma, but IBB has had the most perfect ending anyone could imagine, celebrated by those who once antagonized him. Even without an apology, he would have still been friends with some of them. That's the reality of class struggle, something Karl Marx once warned us about, and that is a fact. But you know, another thing that was quite, I don't know what to call it, awesome at the event was the amount of money that was raised for the library. Let me take the Saki tweet. He wrote, over 17 billion was donated at the launch of IBB's autobiography. Yet they can't come together to remove children from the streets in the north and put an end to Almajiri. God sees us all. That's an actual fact. 17 points, 6 billion was raised and counting. I believe Aliko Dangote donated about 8 billion and it was going to be 2 billion every year. It's a lot of money.
We knew that Abiola fought for the democracy of this country. He was a philanthropist. He was a father. He was, a traditional ruler, and he was a patriot. But like I said, he did contribute his own quota to fighting for democracy, trying to make Nigeria a democratic nation. But in the process, himself and quite a number of others, destiny had it that was going to be the termination of their life on earth. And I cannot question God as to why he decided to take Abiola at that time, take Mabacha, and so on at that material time. So the issue is that does he deserve something with his family? Certainly he does. Because, I mean, we should have a sense of compassion. And no matter what, for everything there is a price. If he gave his own life for democracy and that's the way he ended, apparently we have to be sympathetic to what he has done to the nation, because he was not fighting for himself as Abiola. He was fighting for the nation Nigeria to be a free nation and to elect leaders through a democratic process. So I feel very strongly whatever that the government can do to the family is justified. And it should do something at least, no matter how small, symbolic, so that it can support the family as they continue managing their life on earth.
I don't have confidence in INEC. Now that leaves us with a big question. What is our hope for 2027 general election? What are we hoping for? Let me explain. After all that happened in 2023 general election and what happened in Edo State election and what has been happening, it is obvious that many Nigerians do not have confidence in our electoral system. And many Nigerians also lost confidence in our judiciary system, which are the two major key pillars of the country. The process in which your leaders come into power and the judiciary system that control the justice system of the country. Both of them, the Nigerian people do not have trust in it, or we do not have confidence in it. I don't know, but for me, if INEC counts 2 sticks give me, even if it's obvious that it's 2 they're giving me like this, I will recount it, because it might be 1 split into 2, or maybe it might be 4 packed into 2. That is how much I've lost confidence in our electoral system in Nigeria. And that is why I said, let me ask you watching me the question: what are we going to do? What is the solution? If we do not have confidence in the electoral system, we do not trust the judiciary system, then what is our fate? Are we going to continue like this? Anyway, if you know the solution, please tell me in the comment section.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and please, my love, don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post a video. I love you. See you in my next video. Bye.